Hello, welcome to the National Literacy Agency online storytelling program. Today I have a story from Portugal for you, and the title of this story is The Salty Punishment. So it is story time. You look and you listen. Well done. In the beginning, when the world was very new, it was the god of the water who ruled the massive land. He ruled the world. The god of water was powerful, he was mighty, he was firm, but he was fair too, and he was very much loved. He travelled on the crest of waves to the massive lands. He just loved the peaceful creatures on the land. He did not need any oars, he did not need any sails, he did not need an engine like boats. He just travelled on the crest of waves. He lived in a palace, and the palace was built in the middle of ragged rocks, rocks that were so high they surrounded the palace like a fortress. And in his palace played his children. They played with seashells, they played with seahorses, they played with starfish. But the god of water had one daughter whose behavior was very challenging. She would not play with her brothers and sisters, but she did want to take away their things, and they cried. Her father often told her, "Sweet water," that was her name, "if you don't want to play with your brothers and sisters, don't play with them. But you can't take away their things, you can't make them cry. The world is big enough, my daughter. Find your own space and play on your own if you like it better." But she didn't listen. She never listened. It seemed like those words were never meant for her. When one put the water to his lips, to his mouth, one could taste the sweetness and the coolness. But behind that sweetness and coolness, there was envy. There was much, much envy. One day, when her father was sleeping on the terrace of his palace, Sweetwater decided to invade space. She stretched her hands, her arms, her legs, and she stretched over to the continents and the islands. She stretched far and beyond, and she simply flooded the harvest, the peaceful creatures. All was swept away with her currents. There were many those who went to look for the god of water, to complain. When the main guards went to the god of water and told him what happened, he was furious, and he shouted, "Find my daughter and bring her to me before nightfall. She has passed all the limits." And before nightfall, she was summoned in front of her father. Everyone was listening and watching. They all wanted to know what was going to happen. And her father said, "Sweetwater, what have you done? You have invaded space. You have been to the continents and the islands. You have stretched far and beyond, and you have flooded all the harvest and the peaceful creatures. You have caused so much damage. Today, you will be punished. But, my father, I didn't do it out of envy. I didn't even know what was going to happen. I was just playing. And that made her father even angrier. I will punish you, Sweetwater, because what you have just said is unacceptable. This punishment will teach you to think before you do anything. And the god of water called the blue bees in the skies, the blue insects. They were huge, and they buzzed and made a deafening sound. Bzzz, went around the world. And all those blue insects came to the god of water. And the god of water said, "Do what my main guards command you to do." And after a while, all the blue insects went to Sweetwater and splurred Sweetwater up. And they flew back in the sky and buzzed, that deafening sound, bzzz, that went round all the world. And then, again, after a while, they came back and spat Sweetwater. Everybody was watching, waiting to see what was going to happen. And there was Sweetwater. She looked at her hands. She looked at herself. Nothing has happened to me. I never changed. But her father was even more angry now. "You arrogant child. So you think that nothing has happened, do you? Well, take your hand to your mouth and taste your own punishment." And just like a little girl who's shy, she took her hand to her mouth and she licked. "What have you done to me, Father? What have you done to me? I taste so salty." "And that is your punishment, my daughter. So now you know. So now you know that your sweetness has been taken away from you. You will never again invade space. You will stay in your own space." And she was so salty, saltier than the sea itself, that where she sat, not even fish lived. And that was the salty punishment she deserved. Maybe that is why the sea is so salty. And that is the end of our story today. I do hope that you have enjoyed listening to our story. Which part of the story did you like best? Anything you didn't like in the story? Did you like the way the story was told? Until the next time, bye-bye for now.